Good morning, students. This lesson is for class 4 for the subject of General Science topic Advantages and Disadvantages of Friction, which is covered in chapter 12 Friction, starting on page number 137 of your textbook titled New Trends in Science and is being submitted to you on 1st of February 2021. Students, I hope through the previous topic which we have discussed, you all might have understood what is frictional force, its causes and types. Through this topic, we will be learning about the disadvantages as well as the advantages of friction. Students, friction is a necessary evil. Necessary means which is required, and evil which is harmful also. So, this means friction is both helpful as well as harmful. Now, let us discuss why friction is a necessary evil. So, first of all, we will discuss the harmful effects of friction. Number one, friction between the parts of a machine does not allow it to work properly and it gets spoiled fast. It produces heat, causing waste of energy in machines. Number two, friction causes wear and tear of the moving parts of things as they rub over each other. As we know, friction is a contact force. So, when parts are rubbing over each other, it causes their wear and tear. Number three, soles of our shoes wear out due to friction with the ground as the soles are in contact with the ground. Number four, surface of the tires of vehicles wear out due to friction with the road. So these were the disadvantages. Now we will discuss the advantages of friction. Although friction is a force that opposes motion, still it is very useful to us. See how. Number one, we are able to walk because of friction. It prevents us from slipping. Have you noticed? We slip on oily or wet surface while walking. Why? Because there is very little friction. Number two, you could not hold a pencil in your hand without friction between the pencil and your hand. I am able to hold my pencil because of the friction only. Also, you are able to write on a paper because of the friction between the lead of your pencil and the paper. The third point is we can fix nails in the walls, hang clocks, paintings, and calendars on walls as friction prevents it from coming out. Even trees stand in soil due to friction. A matchstick burns when it is rubbed against the matchbox. Number 5. An object kept on the ground or any surface does not slide easily because of the friction. For example, a chair or a table stays where it is kept. This is because of the frictional force. We can hold things with our hands due to friction. We can stop a moving vehicle on road due to forced friction. Now we are going to discuss about increasing and reducing friction. Friction can be increased or decreased according to our requirement. We increase friction in the situations where it is useful to us. To increase the friction, we can make the two surfaces in contact rough. For example, the soles of shoes are made rough to increase the friction between the shoes and the road, and this prevents us from slipping. The surface of the tires of vehicles are also made rough to increase the friction. This prevents the vehicle from slipping on the road, especially during rainy season. It also makes the vehicle stop on applying brake. Friction can also be increased by increasing the area of surface in contact with each other. Now, coming on to the methods of reducing friction, that is, in order to decrease the friction. We reduce friction in situations where it is harmful. How we can reduce friction? The first way is by polishing. We polish the surface of things to make them smooth. This reduces friction. The parts of machine are often polished to make them work smoothly. The second method is oiling. Have you ever got your bicycle oiled when it becomes difficult to pedal? Why? Oiling reduces the friction between the moving parts of the pedals so that we can move it easily. The third method is greasing. First of all, what is grease? Grease is a thick, sticky substance which is applied on the moving parts of heavy machines. It fills the spaces on a rough surface and makes it smooth. And smoothing of the surface is reducing the friction. Number 4, by making the bodies spherical. Friction can be reduced by providing wheels, as the movement of the bodies on wheels becomes easier. As we already know that friction can be reduced by reducing the area of contact of two surfaces and by providing wheels to things, the area of contact reduces and hence movement on wheels becomes easier. The fifth point to be discussed is using powder. In some cases, we use very fine powder to reduce the friction. Powder helps in filling the gaps on a rough surface to make it smooth. You might have noted that in the game of carom board, we use talcum powder to reduce the friction on the surface of the board and thus have a smooth game. So here I am ending the topic, students. I hope you all must have understood the concept of friction. Now please try to do the given home assignment. Your home assignment questions are, first of all, do worksheet 2, page number 139 in your textbook. And then do the objective questions, part A, B, C, D, E and F, page number 140, 141 in your book. Thank you, students.